being a Rotarian is about connecting and sharing knowledge, challenging each other to do better, and remaining open to growth so we can increase our impact. This is especially true when it comes to the Rotary Foundation, as our next speaker can attest. Family of Rotary, please welcome the Rotary Foundation Trustee Chair and past President of Rotary International, from the Rotary Club of Colombo, Sri Lanka, PRIP Ravi Ravindran.
My dear friends, early in 2020, when we set the goals for this year, we did so with hopes of high achievement, only to see COVID-19 posing so many challenges which threatened to derail our plans. History is full of catastrophes, rebirths, and incredible accomplishments that seemed impossible in the darkest moments. Rotary was born in Chicago in 1905. Only 34 years before that, the entire city burned to the ground with only a handful of structures still standing. Some wondered if it was even worth the effort to rebuild Chicago. But from this destruction came hope and vision. The great Chicago city planner Daniel Burnham drew up an entire new vision of the city that defined the landscape and set the stage for all the structures within it that stands today. He said about his ambitious city plan at that time, he said, "Make no little plans. They have no magic to stir men's blood, and probably themselves will not be realized. But make big plans. Aim high in hope and work, remembering that a noble, logical diagram once recorded will never die, but long after we are gone, will see a living thing, asserting itself with ever-growing insistency. Remember that our sons and grandsons are going to do things that would stagger us. Let your watchword be order and your beacon beauty." Burnham's plans were adopted. Chicago grew, great skyscrapers rose, and Rotary was hatched in this atmosphere of optimism and ambition. On our part, incredibly, we have not only achieved much of what we set out to do, but in early January 21, we even exceeded them. We refused to allow the Rotary Foundation to be burned to the ground. In fact, we thrived. Yet, this has been a perfect time to look at our own architecture and to envision a future foundation that will withstand every storm in the horizon. So this year, my friends, we laid the groundwork to enable our new area of focus on the environment to take off on July 1st, to inspire our clubs to think of innovative ways that will help us protect our planet and mitigate the growing threat of climate change. We also opened the doors to Rotaract clubs to apply for global grants. Beginning in 2022, Rotaractors will take on a new and important role in shaping the service projects that define us. We celebrated as Africa was declared wild polio-free, an important milestone in the marathon we run to end the scourge of polio. And we awarded our first project of scale grant that will make a major impact towards a 90% reduction in the incidence of malaria in Zambia, saving countless lives of children and pregnant mothers. And in doing so, receiving equal financial contribution from both the Gates Foundation and World Vision. We think this could be a precursor for the future, opening the door to corporations looking to partner with us to make a big impact on big projects. And then I'm bold to tell you that because of an extraordinary pledge by the Otto and Fran Walter Foundation, we agreed to open a new peace center in the Middle East and North Africa region with no cost to us. Amidst all these ambitious steps, we also reflected on the formula we use for global grants, the flagship program of the Rotary Foundation. These grants have been so popular and so successful that we were becoming victims of our own success. In 2013-14, when global grants were introduced, the Foundation awarded 868 global grants worth $47.3 million. By 2019-20, the number of global grants awarded had risen to 1,359, worth $95.6 million. While global grants funding increased by more than 100%, corresponding annual fund contributions did not keep pace, increasing by only 6% during the same time period. So we took the corrective action that was needed to ensure that global grants will be sustainable for years to come, even as we predict the demands for this program will grow further. And we are not stopping there. The Rotary Foundation has been exploring avenues of raising more funds from outside agencies. This year, in fact, we obtained $5 million from USAID to fund Italian COVID-related projects. Thus, my friends, it is with great pride that I report to you that even as we face these external challenges to help in forming a world which is stronger, a world which is more equitable, and a world which is more environmentally suitable. In short, the kind of world in which you and I and our children want to live in.
As global needs and challenges emerge and intensify, the demand for evidence-based solutions is stronger than ever. Through programs of scale grants, the Rotary Foundation is committing $2 million annually to support a member-led program ready to bring positive and sustainable change to communities and people around the world. By investing in proven methods that deliver measurable impact and can be scaled by members in the future, we believe programs of scale will lead to new learnings that will help improve all of our service projects. By scaling what works, we can increase our impact and leverage our collective expertise and connections. We are proud to congratulate our first Programs of Scale grant recipient, bringing together Rotary clubs from Zambia and the United States. Partners for a Malaria-Free Zambia will reach 1.3 million people and reduce the incidence of this deadly disease by 90% in the target areas by 2024.
It's clear that Rotary has a unique combination of global scale and strong local community engagement. This combination is simply transformational, and I'm excited to see the impact it will have in the fight against malaria.
The program has further enhanced Rotary's reputation as a leader in promoting global access to health care and demonstrated that with Rotarians' participation, a malaria-free Zambia is possible and has created opportunities for partnerships and knowledge sharing.
And here we're thrilled to be working with Rotary in Zambia because of the trust and the respect that our organizations have built over the years.
Programs of Scale also offers tremendous opportunities to share learnings inside and outside of Rotary, supporting our long-term vision to build a sustainable and equitable future for all. Together, we can make real change happen. We are Rotary. We are people of action.